Good morning, teachers. Have you watched the documentary shown earlier?
Oh yes, I've seen it. I feel bad about the students getting late or even not attending school. Students are unable to catch up with the lessons. What can we do to help them?
It is really sad that students are incurring habitual absences and tardiness. I think this is the main problem why these poor children aren't able to focus on their studies. They aren't learning well and most of the students have poor performance academically.
Yes, I agree with you teachers. The learning experience is compromised. We should prevent habitual absenteeism and tardiness of students. Now that we recognize the main problem, let's provide possible solutions. I think the first solution is we should provide more motorized boats for transportation.
On the other hand, as teachers, we should facilitate early interventions for students to reduce absenteeism and tardiness. And one more thing, we should create a more positive school culture for students.
Precisely. The solutions you have given teachers will be very helpful for students and for us as well. Now, we established the main problem, which is the habitual absenteeism and tardiness of the students, and provided solutions that we can offer to the students, which are providing motorized boats, teachers' early interventions to the students, and creating a more positive culture in school. Let's make a project about it. By the way, we are also given an 800,000 pesos by UNESCO, and I heard that Elliot Eisner Connoisseurship evaluation model can help us with our solutions.
Wow, that's interesting. Who is Elliot Eisner? And what is Elliot Eisner Connoisseurship Evaluation Model?
Elliot Wayne Eisner was born in Chicago. He was a professor of art and education at the Stanford Graduate School of Education. He is particularly known for his work in arts education, curriculum studies, and educational evaluation. Eisner developed and proposed the connoisseurship model on the belief that knowledgeable or expert evaluators can determine whether a particular program has been successful using a combination of skills and experience. In Elliot Eisner connoisseurship evaluation model, music, dance, and art is essential in developing critical thinking skills in children. The evaluation should be qualitative in nature rather than quantitative. Eisner's view that learning is individualistic. Connoisseurship comes from the Latin connoissere, which means to know. It involves the ability to see, not merely to look, and comprises recognizing and appreciating through perceptual memory. It is the ability both to perceive the particulars of educational life and to understand how those particular forms of classroom structure. According to Elliot Eisner, connoisseurship is the art of appreciation. Criticism, on the other hand, is the art of disclosing qualities of an entity that connoisseurship perceives. This type of thinking has varied expectations, goals, and hopes for students, which requires creativity, exploration, investigation, and helping others to see what they may not have seen before. Educators need to become something more than connoisseurs, one who understands the details, technique, or principles of an art and is competent to act as a critical judge. They need to become critics. Critics are people who can render what they come to know in a language that is accessible to others and that enables others to receive the work, the performance, or the object at hand. Criticism is an art of saying useful about complex. There are three aspects of criticism. First, descriptive aspect. It is an attempt to characterize and portray the relevant qualities of educational life. Second, interpretative aspect. It uses ideas from the social science to explore meanings and develop alternative explanations. Third, evaluative aspect. It makes judgments to improve the educational processes and provides grounds for the value choices made so that the others might better disagree. Eisner believed that curriculum should be evaluated like the arts through appreciation and criticism.
Wow! I believe that art can develop our knowledge and build us together. Our project can be Elliot project, which means establish, lead, learn, and improve opportunity together.
Great job, teachers! Let's meet tomorrow and discuss more about our Elliot project and ask ourselves, what makes art valuable? Good morning, teachers. I will be presenting with you the Elliot project proposal, which is establish, lead, learn, improve opportunity together. In our country, many people still struggle just to get education because of the distance, especially those people who live from remote areas. Magalumbi Island is a remote island wherein people still need to cross the vast sea just to provide for their basic needs, and that includes the students' education, and this has led to habitual tardiness and absenteeism of the students. Our project aims to help the people of Magalumbi Island, especially the students who go through additional hardships just to go to school. It has the intention to give opportunities to the children to reach their goals and have a better schooling experiences. Our project believes that we can solve this problem by providing motorized static boats to the students for transportation, next is by conducting a teacher's interventions to the students, and lastly, by creating a more positive school culture to the students. Before we discuss more about the solutions and how Elliot Project contributes to the Magalumbi Island people, Teacher Jessel will talk about the budget given by the UNESCO for us to achieve these goals.
We allocated 538,000 peso for 2 motorized static boats and safety equipments like life jacket to travel from Magalumbi Island for transportation and prevent habitual tardiness and absenteeism of the students. We also allocated 100,000 peso budget for the students' needs like school supplies and artwork supplies to support the students' inadequate school items. Lastly, we will give 150,000 peso for teacher supplies like bond papers, pens, chalk to assist the teachers who will conduct lessons in Magalumbi Island. Now, Teacher Jisrael will discuss the first solution.
As for the solutions, first, we came up with the motorized aesthetic boats. These are boats that are decorated with work of art that students and teachers can appreciate while learning. They aim to give motivation and entertainment for the students to learn through its appeal and creative aspect. We will provide these motorized aesthetic boats for transportation. Through this, we are positive that it will help combat the tardiness and absenteeism of the students. This will also allow the students to be motivated in receiving education and will also boost their desire to learn. Additionally, we will provide protective and safety gears along with the boats for the students. The teachers will conduct the lessons in the aesthetic boat, which will build a meaningful connection between the teachers and students. It will also help the students to be more excited to attend school and interact more during discussions. This will help the students to be more comfortable and have a natural way of expressing themselves. Herein, students can be creative in many ways and will engage the students in problem solving as well as in exhibiting their creative thinking skills. This activity is rooted in the fact that learning happens not only inside the classroom but also outside the classroom.
The second solution to the problem is the teacher's intervention to the students. The teachers will be conducting home visits to build connection between students and parents. With this, the teachers can evaluate the problem and why and what to do to reduce the absenteeism and tardiness. We will also implement a positive behavioral interventions in support wherein teachers provide a pre-plan for activities and challenges of the students by assigning attendance team and school leaders to absences in order to develop an attendance action plan, focusing on accountability but with a positive mindset. It will also emphasize why it is in child's best interest to attend school and ensures that students who are incurring absences or lateness can develop trust and build a positive environment for teachers.
Good afternoon, teachers. Habitual absenteeism and tardiness is the main problem of the students, and the lack of transportation on the island deprive them from education. The third solution of Elliot Project is to create a more positive school culture. It's important to engage students in ways that benefit them, because student engagement is vital to a meaningful education and retention of knowledge. Facilitating student engagement initiatives by providing them with opportunities to participate in classroom and community activities. Such activities, workshop, monthly related to arts, such as sports, music, cultural activity day. This will encourage students to learn more and thus promotes individual growth. Interact more with others and have a better understanding about individual differences. and this will lead to motivation and creates a positive impact on all concerned.
These are the schools in the Philippines adopting the arts curriculum: UP Diliman, Ateneo de Manila University, Philippine High School for the Arts, De La Salle University, College of St. Benilde, and many more. Advantages of incorporating arts in the school curriculum is that it encourages creativity and engagement in a different way from what it is usually taught in school. Instead of being fed facts, they can explore their interests and indulge in what excites them the most. Learning about arts in all its forms makes students challenge the world they see around them, looking for multiple ways to solve problems and create something new. While the disadvantage of this is most of your time is consumed in creating the work of art and learning new techniques and experimenting with the ideas.
The teaching philosophy in Elliot's connoisseurship evaluation is naturalism because he believes that learning is individualistic, which means that the true reflection of acquired knowledge is providing a natural environment. In this setting, the proper development of learning can take place. It promotes a certain form of understanding, a kind of knowing that is somatic and not only cognitive in a very narrow sense. The curriculum approach is humanistic aesthetic approach, wherein it emphasizes a valuing ego identity, freedom to learn, and personal fulfillment. Hence, the domain of learning is effective because it engages the learning senses, provoking strong affective responses for both the creator and the witness of art. Our emotions can provide a catalyst to informal adult learning beyond traditional cognitive ways of knowing.
What makes arts valuable? When you create art, you share your worldview, your history, your culture, and yourself with the world. Art is a window, however small, into the human struggles and stories of all people. So go see art. Find art from other cultures, other religions, other orientations, and other perspectives. If we learn about each other, maybe we can finally see that we're all in this together. Art is a uniquely human expression of creativity. It helps us understand our past, people who are different from us, and ultimately ourselves.